everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And I am so sorry, but my face is now paralyzed on both sides. I have had for last month Bell palsy that affected the left side of my face, and it was paralyzed. And now both sides are paralyzed. So, I know my expression seems very flat and everything. Is because all I can do is move my jaw up and down. I cannot move no matter how hard I try, I can't move my lips in any way. I can't, I can barely kind of move my eyebrows just a tiny little bit. I think you might be able to see it. It may be imperceptible. I can blink my eyes but not close them all the way. That's it. That's the extent of my facial movement. I have an appointment later to try to find out why, instead of starting to get better, that I have now got palsy on both sides of my face. And I'll let you guys know when I know. But that's not why we're here. No, it isn't, guys. We are here with another emotional well-being box. And I want to apologize to Valerie Valentine, but this actually got delivered along with my high CC groom to a different address. Neighbor, and they've had it sitting there in their house for I don't know how long, 3 or 4 months at least. The high CC groom just came to them on the 22nd, something like that, and they just brought them over to me the night of the 22nd and said, oh, this has been here a while, but this just came and made me think of it, and here's your mail. Thank you. At least I got it, right? So this is a box that yeah, so we are going to have boxes out of order, and I really apologize for that. I may have already recorded some also that I haven't shown you yet, because I wanted to show you the journaling, but my journaling has gone to a place that's so deeply personal, it's really not comfortable to share in person anyways. So you may see me going out of order, but eventually if you look, you will find all 12 months, and you can watch them in order or out of order, whichever you choose. But this box is boxed, I don't know. Let's open it and find out. Oh, I opened the tissue paper and I forgot to show you. I'm sorry. Well, here it is. I love this. It's like a deep peel. I opened it up before I gave you your peek. Box 8. This is box 8. I just did box 11. So, yeah, we're a bit out of order. Alright. So, anyways, what do we have? Oh, and I needed this box. I've needed this box for my whole life. This box 8 is about personal boundaries. Welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. Now, guys, I'm going to do less reading because the more I talk, it is such a hurt to get the words out in a way that's even semi-understandable. My jaw gets really tired. The more tired my jaw gets, the worse my speech gets. So I'm not going to read near as much as I usually would, and I apologize to you and to Valerie in advance. All right. Welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. In this box, you are invited to explore and define your personal authority and boundaries, the guidelines that keep you safe and empowered. You will explore your personal medicine, gifts that support your health and life. We will distinguish the difference between judgment and discernment, and you will play with the potentials of what all this means to you. And then it talks about what's in the box and who contributed to the box. Personal boundaries, keys to living safely and with ease. The process of exploring and determining your personal boundaries is lifelong and involves several levels of awareness. There are the boundaries we inherit from our families of origin, the boundaries we develop out of traumatic experiences, and the boundaries we choose. Some think the word boundary is a bad word, denoting limitations and loss. For our purpose, boundaries are good and important personal choices we make to keep ourselves safe. Boundaries are incredibly important in living an empowered life. We all have the right to the boundaries we choose. It is not okay to suffer abuse. Okay, and then as I said, I would usually read more. This time I'm not going to. But some examples of boundaries include, I can only be with this person for 45 minutes at a time. There are people in my life that I should limit that to. I can only talk with this person for 30 minutes every 3 months. Wow, that's a big boundary. I cannot see this person again. And that's just examples, guys. Your boundaries can be much different or much broader, much more narrow, whatever you need. Then it has emotion practice for personal boundaries, mental practice for personal boundaries, physical practice for personal boundaries, spiritual practice for personal boundaries, relationship practice for personal boundaries, service, work, career, creativity, contribution practices for personal boundaries. So, it gives you a lot here. And in box 9, we will explore and empower the advocate voice. We will examine and determine our truest values as a compass for decisions. We will counter the inner critic and observe the power of the words we speak to ourselves and others as we move deeper into awareness and practice. Until then, keep yourself safe by discerning your personal boundaries with loving care, and give yourself lots of kudos for continuing your practice of emotional well-being. You are awesome. Okay, so it's going back and talking about the different boxes and how you're going to build on those past boxes and use those things we've learned in past boxes in combination with this to determine what your personal boundaries should be and all of that. So, awesomeness. Now, this box always has things for all your different senses, and first we always have our tea. It's always by the Dragonfly Tea House. This one is the perfect cup of lavender Earl Grey black tea. Oh, my husband loves lavender Earl Grey. I do too. It smells so good. So this is loose leaf tea, obviously, and it comes with these little disposable bags. There's a few of them so that you can make, several cups of tea with your loose tea. And you tie the string around the top, and it helps to keep your tea from getting as much of the bits of tea in it like you get with a tea ball and things like that. Love these. Wish I might go to Dragonfly Tea House and order some. And I have some other loose leaf teas, so I need to order some from somewhere. A tip about tea brewing, and this is with any kind of bagged tea or loose tea, and that is that don't just brew it once and throw it away. Subsequent brews, like brew number 2, brew number 3, tends to be better than brew number 1 because the tea opens and blooms and you get more flavor. So don't throw it away. Brew it throughout the day again and again, and you will find that brew number 2, brew number 3 is even tastier. And I learned that in a tea etiquette class on a cruise, guys. Alright, so there's that. I try to always tell you that because you don't know who's going to be here for the first time and who's seen these videos with me before. Alright, I'm moving squiggly wigglies, and look, they're really pretty squiggly wigglies. Alright, oops, no, cats don't eat squiggly wigglies. Alright. The first thing I see on top that's catching my eye is a Woodstock chime fantasy mermaid wind chime. And this is for our sense of hearing, obviously. Let's open that up and see what we got in there. It's going to be a small wind chime, but it doesn't have to be big to be, to be nice. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. Let me get it untangled. It's so cute. Look at the sparkly bling there. It's still tangled up a little bit. Let me get it untangled so it'll hang properly. Can you see that, guys? And then down at the bottom we have a little silver mermaid. Let's take the tag off. That'll help. See, isn't that cute? And it just tinkles just enough to be pleasant without being, you know, harsh and loud and hurting your ears. Oh, like that's so cute. Wrap that back up. I don't want it to get damaged. I gotta find a nice place to hang it. I like that a lot. I really do. Wish it was bigger, because, you know, you hear it even better. But I like the size of it. I wish it was bigger, but I like the size of it. Does that make sense? All right, here is a wrap package, and I bet you this is our handmade item out of clay. I bet you. I always keep these little elastic cords because I use those in my crafting. No sense in wasting. And look at the color of that deep peel tissue paper. Oh, one of my feathers came off. Well, pooey. I'll put that in there and glue it in later. Look, guys. It's like a totem, like Native American, like bear totem. Usually I see them made out of stone, but this one is made out of clay. It's pretty heavy. It's just beautiful. Just gorgeous. See? I love that. Can you see it well? I hope you can. Well, that's not the best color to hold it against. But anyways, I hope you can see it. I love it. Alright. And again, think about how many hundreds of thousands of these boxes have to be made. And that is made by hand over and over and over. Somebody spends some serious time and energy to make those for these boxes. We always get a writing utensil, and here's our pen. What does it say on it? Guided and protected. So maybe that bear's like a spirit guide type totem, right? We have, for our sense of smell, we have our oil. Box 8. Terra Shield Oil of Shielding. Terra Shield is a blend of ylang ylang, cedarwood, catnip, lemon eucalyptus, litchi, arborvite, Nutka, whatever, and vanilla bean. It strengthens the protective shield around the body, helping us to feel safe. Terra Shield teaches us to hold strong boundaries and not allow ourselves to be pushed around. Strong boundaries are essential for safety. This oil imbues us with the courage and confidence required to protect ourselves with clear and articulated boundaries. And again, this is a wearable oil. It's not for anything but, you know, external use. I'm trying to get it off of here so we can give it a sniffy sniff. So, you know, roll it on your pulse points or on the soles of your feet for when you're meditating, things like that. But you don't, we don't eat it. That's an interesting smell. I like that actually. It smells, you know what? It makes me think of camping. It gives me like kind of an outdoorsy vibe, like almost like sitting by the fire and kind of those smells from like grasses and leaves and dirt and, you know, rain and fire smoke and wood, and I don't know why, but that's the vibe I'm getting with an underlying bit of baby powder. I don't know why. That may be because I wear deodorant baby powder. That might be where I'm smelling that. And my clothes have baby powder scent on them. So anyways, I really like that oil. I like that. And it does give me that comforting, like, it just gives me like a comforting hug feeling almost, but yet without being suffocating and smothering. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I like that. Alright, so next thing I'm pulling out is the little glassine bag we always get with our affirmations that we say. And there's 3 of those always in the color and the theme. I am able to say no. I have a trouble with that. I embrace my authority to set personal boundaries. I treat myself with the safety of healthy boundaries. Those are really good, guys. I need those. I need to say those to myself a lot. Next thing on top, if I can get it out, kind of an art print thing going on. What does it say? The joy of creative discovery, practices to reclaim your purpose and passion, by Pasha Hogan. And it says, the joy of creating discovery, practices to reclaim your purpose and passion, by Pasha Hogan. Step out of your comfort zone and into the discovery zone with this engaging and transformative workbook. Designed to help adults manage stress and move forward in life, this book sets the stage to explore the timeless question, who am I and why am I here? With enthusiastic, childlike curiosity and wonder instead of fear and overwhelm. Includes links to free guided meditations and so much more. Inspirational gems and tools, rich in creativity and spirituality, Pasha is a wise guide ready to accompany you on a journey that will shake up your life in the best way possible. Chris Carr, New York Times bestselling author. Practical, down-to-earth, and immensely enjoyable. Larry Dossey, MD, author of One Mind. Available for purchase at your local bookstore. Please visit Pasha, P as in Paul, P-A-S as in Sam, H-A Hogan, HOGAN.com for more information and news on upcoming events, workshops, and retreats. And next after that, we find our stones, as in plural, in this little organza bag. And I always like to keep it tied loosely on the card so I can keep it in my journal and keep the bag on there so I can find the right stones for the right purpose. Turquoise is the color of the box. That makes sense. Turquoise is the stone of protection. Turquoise may be the longest used of all gemstones, with beads found dating back to 5000 BC. For thousands of years, turquoise has spanned all cultures, denoting wisdom, nobility, and power. Turquoise was fashioned as protection and worn into battle. Turquoise is a stone that facilitates wholeness and truth. It promotes self-realization and aids in problem-solving. In earth traditions, turquoise unites earth and sky, bringing together masculine and feminine beauty. Turquoise is a stone of self-forgiveness and self-acceptance. It encourages us to honor ourselves as a creation and tool of the divine. This noble stone strengthens the meridians of the body and the subtle energy fields, enhancing communication. This enhancement makes it easier to articulate our truths, fostering understanding, allowing us to express and master boundaries and safety. Affirmation for turquoise: I am guided and protected. And then the back tells you ways to use your stones and all that. And let me show you just one up close. Turquoise, isn't it beautiful? You can see the veining in there and everything. I love turquoise. It's one of my favorite stones in the world, and one of my very favorite colors as well. Pull that close so nothing gets out, and see that tells you all about it on the back, how to use it and things. But again, I'm not going to read as much because that brings us also to our candle this time. This is a craft to do with our hands, and it's very, very textile, and textured. It is made of beeswax, and you can see it's got like a honeycomb texture. There's 2 sheets of this wax in here. You warm it up between your hands, or I warm it against my body because my hands are small, until it gets soft and pliable, and then you roll it up with your, like a heart shape, which she always makes it into a heart. You lay that right at the edge, and then you start rolling it up as tight as you can and keeping it as straight as you can, all the way up to the end of the first sheet. Then you butt the second sheet against the end of the first sheet, not overlapping, just butt it up, the 2 ends together, and roll that one all the way up as well, making a nice tight, rolled up, votive candle. Loving them, and I've got all of mine. I just don't have them in here to show you, and I apologize. but I'm going to take the paper out to read because I have trouble in here with the lights shining on it. Turquoise candle. Beautiful light beings, please let your light shine. This box color is the vivid and bridging turquoise. Turquoise, a beautiful combination of blue and green, typical of a tropical ocean, is an invigorating and calming color. It facilitates clear communication, learning, love, respect, and responsibility. Turquoise brings hope, discovery, and balance. Turquoise improves the mental state by supporting serenity, creativity, positive thinking, intuition, and greater self-realization. Emotionally, turquoise supports tranquility, patience, and friendship. The lighter shades of turquoise promote inner harmony, peace, through spiritual understanding. The darker shades bring considerable power and flexibility. The darker, richer tones counter intolerance and help us embrace new ideas and environments. Make your candle and light it to transport yourself into the powerful oceans while holding your own beautiful light. Thank you for being right here, right now, for the grace and healing of us all. You are so very appreciated. Thank you, and I love this box, and I love this color. And I tell you what, this is my favorite box for mental health. I've tried other ones. I tried them and passed them, by, because they just didn't do for me what this box does. And if they did this, if they had this box for 1,000,000 months, oh, I'd have to find a way to afford to pay for it for 1,000,000 months. I did not mention that Valerie Valentine sends me this box for review. She sends this to me free for review to show to you guys and for my own personal use. And I absolutely adore her for it. All right, next is the journal prompts for the, well, let's go on to this. This first, okay? Medicine Shield Flag Kit. There's often something to make with your hands besides the candle. And this is a craft kit. Welcome. This kit is a simple way to do something with your own hands to support your well-being. The to-do kit for Box 8 is to create your own medicine shield flag. A shield is a type of protective boundary. By creating your own shield, you are validating and anchoring a reference point for your boundaries, making them easier to access when you need them. Connect to and then represent the things that give you strength and courage, the things that keep you safe on your protective medicine shield. It is important to utilize this activity in an introspective way to explore and express what shields and keeps you safe. Notice and utilize anything that comes to you, color, symbol, memory, activity, and or place. Then translate these somehow visually onto your shield. In Native American wisdom traditions, personal medicine is inherent in every individual and includes unique healing gifts we each come to share. Consider what the unique medicine you came to give may be and how to include this on your shield. This medicine is not only healing for others, it is also powerfully protective for you. So let's see what's in here. Let's cover our eyes with our glasses so we can see. All right, it tells you on the other side what to do, a little, more step by step. And it looks like it's a piece of like canvasy fabric, so in brown color. It says materials needed, any items you choose, such as paint, markers, scissors, objects from nature, leaves, rocks, etc., glitter, feathers, shells, bones, collage items, and hot glue. And tells you what to do with it. Obviously, you affix all those things to that. And I will probably get like a dowel rod and twine and make it into, kind of a hanging piece. So there's that. And that brings us then to the journal prompts and the journal papers. You take it out of here so we don't have the reflection. Almost done, guys. All right. Welcome to the journal prompts for Box 8 and the theme of personal boundaries. If there are people close to you that will not honor the boundaries of privacy, please keep your journal safely hidden. This will allow it to be fully utilized for your personal process. You may write things that are not completely true, but need to be expressed. Others may not be able to respect this. Keep yourself and others safe by protecting your own privacy. I've actually written a poem about a journal, about journaling, and talking about how it's the place where you keep all your stuff, and that it's best if you leave the journal alone. Maybe I will put that in the description. Maybe I'll actually write it up for you. But it's just something best left alone if you run across it. Kind of. That's the gist of it, okay? The practice of writing and or sketching in a personal journal is a very effective way to examine and process emotion, to vent, and to allow yourself to rant. You are totally honored for your willingness to care for yourself in this way. By examining your experiences, thoughts, and beliefs this way, your self-awareness and well-being increases exponentially. Expressing your emotion within a journal honors what you feel and supports moving through emotion in a way that is safe and effective. And what you're thinking and feeling in this moment is not going to be what you think and feel in the next moment or moments beyond or past moments. So if somebody reads something that you wrote in that moment when you were feeling that, they may take that very personally, and that moment passed by the time the ink dried, but and we got it written down, but they would take it as a personal attack or something, even though it's not, okay? So keep it hidden. This box is focused on exploring your personal boundaries to determine if they are serving and keeping you safe or keeping you stuck. You may also choose to explore where your boundaries come from, whether you believe they are healthy or damaged, and what choices you have now to change and support your own safety and well-being. And some of the prompts, I'm just going to read you a couple. What do I think and believe about boundaries? What kinds of boundaries did I experience during my formative years? None, or rigid, or safe, or unsafe, overtly or covertly violating, respectful, or what? And then a bunch of things. Define yourself, the differences between internal and external boundaries. Define for yourself the differences between internal and external boundaries. Give yourself total freedom within your journal. Explore, fantasize, vision, name, play, tell stories, and write, and don't forget to draw, to see your own reflection. Kudos to you for your courage to examine yourself and your own life. Okay? And then you have your favors and the lighter and darker turquoise that they were talking about, as Valerie was mentioning. But there's also a couple of pieces of specialty paper. Here's a piece of handmade, like mulberry paper that has gold on it. And then you have also got this one in the back. You have more of the light and dark, and then you have this pretty one in the back. So, yes, I love the papers, and I even love the prompts, and I will be working on that in my own journal, because there's definitely things very deeply personal about boundaries, ones I have not been able to protect, and ones that I need to make and enforce for myself and my own safety and my own sanity. So this is definitely something deeply personal, and that I don't want other people to read about. I need to express them, but in a way that won't be hurtful and harmful to others or to myself. So definitely something I have to keep to myself. I was sharing things more in the beginning, but now I am to a point in my thought process and my journaling that is not something that I want, to make public, because I don't want anybody's feelings to be hurt and things like that. So let me put these things away. What do you think of my box this time? I love it. I always love it. I think that it is a box that anyone and everyone needs in their life and can benefit from. And I encourage you to get it. Get it for yourself, get it for a loved one, get it for both. And definitely tell people about it, because whether you feel that it's something for you, you know somebody that could benefit from it. I've been doing therapy for years, and my therapy that I was doing that came to an end because of the pandemic was I was doing journal therapy, like group therapy that was about journaling, and one that was about art therapy. And we did a lot of these things and using all the senses and all of that in those journaling groups, and as well as the actual topics in this. In my current therapy, that is not group, it's personal one-on-one therapy, we actually go and work on things that actually go right hand in hand with these boxes. It seems like at the same time as I get the box, there's no way for her to know where I'm at in the boxes or even know about the boxes, my therapist, and vice versa. It's crazy to me. It's incredible how they just go together so well and support each other and support me in my journey to emotional, mental well-being, and obviously physical by, forming those boundaries and being able to keep them in place. Anyways, please give me that big old thumbs up, because it would really help my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. As I'm getting ever closer to that 1,000, it becomes more and more and more and more important to me that you subscribe and that you share my videos with others so that maybe they might subscribe as well. It would be the most wonderful, helpful thing that you could do, and it doesn't cost you a dime. And thank you so much for watching and for listening to me babble, especially now that my entire face is paralyzed and speech has become so difficult. Thank you so much, and please don't leave. I promise I'm doing my best to get better. Hopefully I will get better, but I need you guys now more than ever because of this. So please stick around. It means the world to me, and more than you could ever know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. I love you all. Bye, guys.